Hello everyone. Well, Arnie and Soaring Eagle are taking off today from the South Holston River and going to Partnership Shelter.
Looks like a good day. Everybody get out and hike and have a blessed day. Virginia 670, heading northbound. Piedmont AT Hikers Club. Our friend is a part of this group that we've made, our trail maintainer, trail builder. So we'll find out how good a job he's doing, and him and his folks. Start of Path Maintain Trail, Piedmont AT Hikers Club. They are great folks who were a tremendous help to us last year. So we got about 3.5 miles going up. I don't know how many feet it is, 700 or 800 maybe. The ATC maps that I use for my elevation are older, so sometimes there's been changes, and I didn't look at AWOL to confirm. So anyway, there's a white blaze, so I know it's this direction. I know it's uphill. I know it's about 3.5 miles till we reach the main high point, and until it'll ease off. So it's kind of up and level, up and level, up and level. And hopefully it won't be too tough. Weather looks good. And 7.8 miles to the Partnership Shelter. Don't want to start off too fast, pull that calf muscle too hard. Always a tendency to do that, to just jump out and go as fast as you can. And for me anyway, I did stretches, and I ate good. Fresh Grounds, Leapfrog Cafe. Wanted to go by and say hi to him, and needless to say, if you show up to say hi to him, he's going to hand you a plate full of food. So, had a cheese omelet for breakfast and my protein drink. So I am in good shape for a great day. Alright, so I had come across my Oboz Sawtooth shoe that I wanted for the rocks on sale, and we ordered them. They got here, so since it's dry today, these are not waterproof, and they are low cut, and they are a hiking shoe. In other words, a low cut boot. So now I have all 3 styles of shoes, and because we are presently utilizing the van, I may mix and match, shakedown type thing. But anyway, I'm wearing them today. And I was able to put a softer insole on the inside. The shoe itself, the main sole, the part that's on the outside, it's real stiff, hard and thick. It's supposed to be made for rough terrain. So I'm going to see how my feet feel at the end of the day. And today I am actually going to purposely step on rocks, points, and things like that to see how my foot holds up with these shoes. So someone was asking, what shoes I've been wearing. I had worn the new Hoka Stinson Trail Runner. Love the shoe, and will wear it probably exclusively once the rocks stop. And then today we're going to find out how these do for the purpose I bought them, which is dealing with the rocks. First test is the Virginia rocks. Got the new stable crampons in the mail, the larger size. Tried them on the boots. They fit great. Since they're newer, the stretch in them is still good, and they look like they're going to stay on fine. So, to answer that question, that's where I am on the shoes. Other than that, a little bit overcast. Great temperature. I put my wind jacket on with the hood after I put my backpack on. Put the hood over my head, stuck my arms through the sleeves, and can pull my arms out of the sleeves when I get warm. And then if we hit any cold snaps, or windy spots that are cold, which I don't think we will today, but if we did, I can just slip them back on. And that seems to be working out fine. Nice little almost walk in the woods trail. There are rocks in it, but you can avoid them, and roots here at the beginning, and it's a nice wide ledge. You can actually sort of look around, see what's going on. No remaining snow, just enough water sunk into the dirt to make it nice and soft, and that's our view off to the right. Does it get any better than this? Honestly, not really. The sun not shining is a good thing in a way because it'll just make us hot. So, perfect temp right now. I guess somebody put those branches there to let us know we don't want to walk down there. We're going up this way. Nice little tent site over there. I hear a stream. There's a stream down there. We went up hills a ways, and now we're back on kind of flat, and here's another spot. Whoops, tent there, and well, I think there's some places you could, might be a couple of trees to put a hammock. I guess I should start paying attention to that, shouldn't I? Shoes feel great. They're very comfortable. I like the way they're doing over the rocks. And just check gut hooks, see how far we'd come, because it's been 1 hour. And I got a little bit of encouragement because I feel like I'm not moving as well as yesterday. Just, you know, carryover being day number 2 for me. I do all those things for recovery, rolling out the muscles, trying to get the protein at night, etc., etc. But it's, I'm always tired on day 2 and then more tired day 3, but 1.6 miles. And the first hour, it was 1.7 in the first hour yesterday, so I feel good about that. Hasn't been total up. We have had some flats, but I really haven't sped up much on them today, so that's great. We're making progress still and able to maintain on day number 2 what I did on day number 1. So not a lot to look at other than the fact that it's beautiful in the forest. So I've been so busy paying attention to how my shoes are doing. Forgot to kind of pay attention. We've been on a ridge for a bit here. There's not much breeze up here today, just very slight. And I've got a pretty good sweat going on, which is fine. The wind is cool and helps to cool off a little bit when there is a breeze, but it's a beautiful day. This is one day I'm kind of glad that the sun is not shining, just to help reacclimate the body to, you know, not being freezing all the time. So give it a little bit of a chance. And I'm noticing with these low cuts, you know, I'd never really worn boots till I started hiking. Been in tennis shoes most of my life, either playing tennis, teaching tennis, or being a nurse. So anyway, I had thought that the boots would be helpful on rocks, like with the twisting and the turning. But to be honest, now that I have the low cuts on, you know, when you hit a rock and your foot kind of turns to the side, and that's provided, you know, you got decently strong ankles, which I do now. These are so much less constricting that it's actually easier and less stress, if that makes sense. Can't really explain it. Just know that it feels better. I think my ankles might be more tired at the end of the day on the rocks, in the boots, in the high tops, than they'll be at the end of the day on these rocks. And these are not big rocks, it's a bunch of little rocks, but like I said, I'm walking on them on purpose. I'm not trying to avoid them at all, just to see how my feet do in these shoes and my ankles. And I mean, I'm loving this. Off to the right is a little taste of why I love hiking Virginia. Before the leaves are on the trees. Still overcast, thank goodness. Cool breeze, thank goodness. Some rocks, some roots, and every now and then a little bit of a break like this, thank goodness. Mostly up, but gives us these little flat reprieves, thank goodness. It's a good day. Nice little spot for a break there, and look, you can see a little bit better there. I love the valleys and the farms and the meadows in between the mountains and the hills and the trees. Very cool. Got 5.2 to go. And looking good. Downhill level and a couple of little burps up. Well, I think Soaring Eagle may have miscalculated where we were. We're in the process of about another 200 foot up, and got about 150 to go. So, which is fine. More muscle building. So we've been hiking 2 hours now. We did sit down for about 10 minutes. And we've gone 3 miles, mostly uphill, so we're doing fine. That was a good excuse to rest. Well, I do remember this area, last season's health hike and trail terrain video. I called this the gnarly forest walk. The abandoned property look. Not my gnarly trees that I like so much, just gnarly dead stuff, vines and stuff. Just a mess. And it goes on and on for a while. Oh, we're at mile 529.1, 3386, and I do believe this is the high point. And of this little uphill we were doing, and the Colonel didn't wait here for me. He probably knew I'd pick on him for thinking it was way back there. But anyway, it's okay. As always, we all gotta look at our own resources and know for ourselves what we're up against if we want to know. Well, this is a nice grade downhill. Just a walk. Not quite a perfect walk in the woods trail, but pretty close. Sort of propels you down a little bit, and not too fast. You don't have to hold back. This is great. The first few days we hiked, I would catch Soaring Eagle on this kind of a grade. But as expected, his muscles have gotten stronger and stronger, and his foot's gotten better, and so I won't catch him unless he stops to wait at this point. So I can't harass him yet for being wrong about that uphill. And you know I will. I mean, I have to. I mean, don't y'all think I need to pick on him for it? I do. A little bit of an uphill and not much if I remember correctly, and then we continue overall with a bit level and downhill. Excuse me. So we got to mile 530 and came back up to 3363, not quite as high as the 3386 we were at before. Beautiful Virginia. Beautiful, beautiful Virginia. Well, I'm going to have to tell Steve that I've noticed that it looks like they've repainted their white blazes. Good for them. Get here too late in the year, you're going to miss this. So beautiful in Virginia. Hey, so he let me catch him, and I have a question.
What's the question?
Remember when we sat down back there for a while?
Yeah.
And you said you thought that was the high point?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for like a half a mile after that, it didn't feel like downhill.
No?
No. But anyway.
The Appalachian Trail, do you think there's anything going to be flat for much more than a half mile?
No, not at all. But anyway, this has been great. Great muscle building day, and look at that. I love Virginia.
I know. I wish we could just take the trees and
yes,
kind of trim them down so we could get the full portrait view.
It'd be great, wouldn't it? You know that determined shuffle you had the first day or two?
Lost it.
It seems to be gone.
It's lost.
He's got roller skates on now. So your foot and ankle are doing well. And so.
It's all good.
Yep. He's kind enough to stop and wait for me periodically. I think Gordon told him he appreciates him being out here looking after me, so he's...
The Southern gentleman in me.
Yep, absolutely, and I appreciate it. Mountains in the distance. Mountains in the distance. Fresh paint. That's a pretty little water source there. In and out of the rhododendrons. Beautiful. There are people up there, so I guess I'll have to stop recording. There's a ladder here going up to the second floor of the shelter. Do you mind being on YouTube?
Oh, no, it's fine.
So you're a thru hiker?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. You have a trail name?
Yeah, they call me Wild Hog.
Wild what?
Wild Hog.
Wild Hog, I love it. Cool. Well, great. You staying here tonight?
Yeah, well, I only camped a mile up, and then I saw there were a bunch of other tourists staying here for the day, and I taking a short one. So
Right.
stay with them.
Good for you.
They're all
So,
west of town though.
are you having pizza delivered?
I imagine tonight we'll probably will.
Yeah. Well, great. Well, good luck on your hike. Got a nice privy over here with a concrete floor. Nice fire ring. Just for the record, 1 hour, 2 miles. That was the first. And it was a steady uphill at the end. The last 1.2 miles, but it was like a very low grade uphill. And I'm dead now. I could not keep that up for very long yet. All right, we are walking toward the visitor center now. Tomorrow when we'll start here at the visitor center. Whew, I'm glad I've got a long afternoon to rest. I really pushed myself hard for that hour. I couldn't have gone another 15 minutes like that. Bathrooms are over here, and there's a outdoor spigot to get water. So if you're staying at Partnership, this is where you can come and get your water. Restroom close. 4:15 it closes. And there's There's the outdoor spigot. Make sure it's on. Yep. You can get water there. And just one more question about the military. So when did you decide to go into the Air Force? When did you decide to go in? What was the kind of work you ended up doing? Did you
No, I wasn't a pilot. I had actually originally planned on going in the Army, and the Air Force offered me a scholarship. And since I was married, funding to get through college was a important element and incentive to go with the Air Force. I went in as a intercontinental ballistic missile launch officer, and then became a maintenance officer. And then after that, I became an arms control negotiator to get rid of the nuclear weapons. So I was all around. I was some type of job related to nuclear weapons.